Hello viewers, SSBSfanboy here, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today we're going to be doing part 3 of the Killer documentary, which is labeled as My Life After WWE, put out by Killer Cross, FKA Karrion Kross, motherfucking legend. Should have been treated better, should have been given every goddamn title in the company. That might be a bit of a stretch, but go with it anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing part 3 of the Killer documentary, put out by my boy, my goat, the best in the world at what he does, like Chris Jericho. Anyway, so yeah, no dilly dallying. We're just gonna get right into it. And again, this is part of the documentary, so it's about an hour and a half long. So make sure you get your snacks, get some popcorn, get a drink. I got some Coke on deck, as well as some water. Crack this bad boy open. Alright, y'all, no more jibber jabbering. We're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna be starting the documentary in 3, 2, 1, go. Full screen this motherfucker. You will often face the unknown, and learning to embrace that turns into challenges.
Everybody wants to.
Oh, this is from the book.
Everybody wants an answer to
I
the one
haven't
question.
gotten around to reading or listening to the book yet, but
is this
I will.
all a big work? Is that what you're asking me? Is this a work? Is this a big, elaborate, intricate work where I come back and I say, surprise?
I wish it was.
This business is funny because many would tell you it's all one big work. See, a work is only something you want to happen, something that you enjoy, if there is a payoff of sorts that you were looking forward to. If there's not a payoff, if that light at the end of the tunnel is not there or it's removed, well then it's kind of like you were just being lied to. It's kind of like you were just being misdirected. It's kind of like you were being exploited, used. And if you try to talk about that or you try to call that out, well, then you'll be gaslit. They'll tell you, you're ungrateful. So you don't say anything. And you just kind of wait things out. And you hope that you're wrong. But deep down you know you're not. You know exactly what's happening. You know how this is going. And then you got to make some really hard choices. I'm going to tell you and everybody exactly what happened. And you will understand if you can read between the lines. Because there's a story about everything I'm going to read you at the end of this. Because what I am about to tell you, you are not going to like. You're not going to feel good when I tell you this. And that's not why I got into this business. I got into this business to make you feel good. Whether I was the bad guy getting beat up for your enjoyment, or I was the good guy beating somebody up that you didn't like. One way or the other, I wanted you to feel good. Now, for the first time in 3 years, that is solely in my hands. So I'm gonna do what I know I should do, and I'm gonna make you feel good. I'll tell you the truth, which you're not going to like. But let me make you feel good first before we get there.
Let's go. One big work. I'm not looking forward to what he has to say, but am looking forward to it in some strange way. Oh shit, Killer Kross and Scarlett. GC Dub.
I don't think that they particularly want you to book your own shit. And they're cutting his money, but he's definitely gotten himself more over with the crowd.
Shotzi,
This
I'm a
part
girl.
of the story. Stop. And people go, that means it's a work, right?
If this is a quote-unquote work, then this is a great job by the WWE for having these little Easter eggs over the last week to make you think that this is the end.
Is this all a big work? Is that what you're asking me? Is this a work? Is this a big, elaborate, intricate work? Where I come back and I say, surprise? The answer to that question is, in a sense, yes. This was all one big work.
Bro, stop.
The worst part about it, though, is that it's not the work everybody thought it was.
Explain.
Because I was the one getting worked.
It's this feeling that no matter how much hard work you put in, whether or not your promos are good, whether or not your matches are good, whether or not you sell merchandise, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, you're only this number that they choose for you, and it doesn't matter how it's determined, but there's nothing you can do to improve your situation. It's like getting hired at an office building company where, you know, you're hoping one day that you're gonna get that raise and, you know, be in a better position, but they say, no, this is what it's gonna be forever. It doesn't matter how hard you work.
Define. In Seattle. Bro, I hope Cross comes to fucking AZ sometime soon. I want to see him wrestle live, man. That would be the shit. People's Execution.
True battle of super heavyweights here tonight at Defy Ion. Capacity crowd on hand here inside historic Washington Hall in Seattle.
Ooh. Come on, Cross, kick his ass. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. There you go, Cross. Oh!
But you know what? I still fucking belong here in Defy.
That's right, bitch. I'm talking shit to my boy. I thought Cross didn't take bumps. What happened? Kick out. Jesus. This guy. Oh.
Fuck you, tank man.
Beat the ref. Beat the ref. Oh, they're gonna murder him. Oh shit, 3D. Oh shit, son. They murdered the Irish ref. Wait, does that mean the match is done up?
We're gonna need another referee. This one was just a little bit too active. We're trying to have a fucking fight.
Oh! Oh, shit. Fuck him up, Cross. Oh, fucking punch. Oh, clothesline. Oh, the back elbow. Oh, cutter. Oh. Oh. He didn't even go through those damn chairs. He just landed right on top of them. Goddamn.
Holy shit!
Cross rear naked choke as the cross jacket.
Oh, shit.
Cross jacket is in tight and Tankman is fading. Referee's called for the
He gone. He gone. Cross, 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 cross.
It's pretty crazy how things in life, everything comes full circle. The last time I was standing in this ring, it was supposed to be my last match on the Independents, and then I was off the WWE. I stood here and addressed the audience. And as soon as I became available to be back in the Independents, I said, the right thing to
Where
do.
did he get that chest piece? Did he always have that? I don't remember.
Tell you guys something you already know, but there's something special about this community, in this building, with this company. I've always said it, and I'll say it again. It was so nice after 3 years to come back here and see that all of you in this place is still alive. I'm telling you straight up. I'm telling you straight up. And anyone else who's been around the world will tell you the same thing. I've been everywhere around the world performing. This place is special. It has to do with the people. There's something different going on here. You guys bring this place to life. Sure, everybody has an incredible skill set backstage. They come out here and they give you everything they've got. But the energy you give them, they can run through fucking walls. And I can kill the mood and tell you a bunch of stuff you don't want to hear, but instead, like I always do, I'm going to take the high road and say thank you to every single person who came out here tonight and helped me enjoy the show.
Thank you, Cross. Thank you, Cross. Thank you, Cross. Thank you, Cross. Thank you, Cross.
In the ring to fight, and I cannot wait going again.
It's always a privilege to be in front of any crowd in the world to do this. It really is.
Hell yeah, bro.
But there's something very special about Seattle. And anyone who's worked for Defy will tell you that. I felt his strength right away. Right away. Yeah. Where I really felt it was how easily he picked me up for the body slam, and I felt it on the power bomb. He picked me up very easily. That typically doesn't happen to me. I will say though, out of Kratos and Hammerstone, I honestly think Calvin Tankman is stronger than those guys, and the both of them are really scary strong. I'll take a hit to give a hit. And I know if I'm in control, I'll be the one standing at the end of it. They say life hits you hard. Killer Cross will hit you harder than fucking life.
There you go. There you
Buy
go.
a fucking ticket and take the ride. Find out. I find that audiences all have their own individual collective personalities, which has always been very fun for me. And maybe I've previously talked about it in the past, but going to different places,
I need a couple
you
of
have
those
different
shirts.
audiences. And so if you're listening to them, which you absolutely should be, and you're the one holding the paintbrush and you got the canvas and they say paint whatever you like, you're gonna paint something different every single place you go to perform in. I knew Seattle would be special. One of the main reasons I knew it would be special was because the entire framework of the match was going to be decided by Calvin and I, and that is it. Him and I both know who we are in the ring, and we both understand who people want to see us as in the ring. So from those perspectives, you create an entertaining and engaging match for people to sink their teeth into. You go out there and you do something that when people see it, they feel it, they experience it. The ride you take them on, you do it with the intention that when it's all said and done, they will come back to that show. Residual audience, loyalty, local fan base, people streaming. They're happy they purchased, watched the whole show, watched your match. That is the place where you create the match for the night. Easy.
Everything everybody did today, everybody just secured that everybody in the audience is coming back for the next show. Isn't that what it's all about?
Oh yeah.
Leave them fucking feeling happy, leave them feeling wanting more. Were you happy with everything?
Oh fuck yeah.
Good.
That was dope, thank you.
Thanks for giving Calvin and I the time to move. I'm not saying anything derogatory or negative, but like, he's really big. Just, Calvin's really big.
Oh yeah.
And because I'm big doesn't mean I shouldn't root for him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you watch heavyweight fights, a glancing jab can knock somebody out.
Yeah.
So I always see people like no selling his shoulder tackles, and I'm like, why? He's a fucking, his last name is Tank Man. He's a fucking human tank.
That bump spun was great. Like you just fucking like spun, you know what I mean?
And you should, you know, everything should hurt more if you're bigger, not hurt less. I'm too big to know everything hurts. And it does, it really does hurt. It really does. The rip is on me if I'm really getting hurt and not selling it, because they don't know. So much fun. Thank you for watching the video. Of course, man, it's like, hey, thank you for trusting the 3D. You were fine, right?
It was that good?
Yes.
Thank you, it was great.
You landed on me, right? Just like I said?
Perfect.
Thank you for trusting me.
Thank you. No problem at all.
Next time I'll break it down.
The audiences, the difference in the
This
audiences,
guy.
they force you to grow. They're actually helping you improve your array, your skill set. They make you more well-rounded. You learn different things, you try different things. These audiences will teach you about yourself if you're listening to them. You learn new things, you take it somewhere else. It's a beautiful thing. Nice to be able to come back here.
Great advice.
You guys
Great
sit down
advice.
and forward. Dude, it's literally the same audience, if better, than the one you had 3 years ago. And then the one in 2019 that I got to work in front of. Yeah. This crowd's insane. You can take all these people in this building and put them in another building, another city, another state. You can't cultivate the same audience. This really is something special here. It wasn't blowing smoke. Like, it's fucking cool.
I don't have your experience, but this is mine.
Yeah. you could make a very incredible career working here. And if you ever want to be on TV one day, they see this footage. Oh my goodness. These people will put wrestlers on TV. I don't know if they remember me saying that, paraphrasing, but I said that last time I was here before I left. And
it's also just like the fact that last place you were, it's just fucking, one of those things, sometimes I'm like wrestling, I'm like, how do you can't even write shit?
Right?
I'm just like, fucking, wrestling is the coolest thing.
Oh no, bro, it's all one big work, right? All one big work. Thank you, dude.
Oh yeah, I heard you say when you were first here, you're like, I had a stranglehold on my fucking art for 3 years. I just want to go out and do my shit. And I'm like, that's fucking. I'm glad you got to fucking do that.
Me too.
That's fucking sick.
Me too. Everything we train to do, you get to go out there and do it. It doesn't always work out that way.
For sure.
God.
Yeah.
What version of yourself are you right now?
As a performer or a person?
Both.
Well, that's crazy, man. Never really thought about it.
How does it feel to be free?
Oh, it feels fucking good. It feels good, man. It feels good. We can just everything we train to do, you can just go out there and do it to the best of your ability. People don't understand when you're starting out in the indies, when you're first starting out, you don't get invited back to the shows. You don't get paid until you learn and demonstrate that you can take the audience on a ride. So it's a necessity to be beyond the indies in order to do that. So a lot of us learn that before we ever go to TV. With TV though, there's a lot of controlled restrictions at the television show to writing a show, you know? So a lot of the things you learn are the things you did years before you go to TV. The true artistry of this, creating moments, taking people on rides. Sometimes it's not afforded to you because it's a TV program. With this, everyone has the opportunity every single match to go out and hit a home run. It's all on the people on the ring. So it's your responsibility, your accountability, your chance every time you go out into the ring on the indies to show that you can make a moment, make people care, and show the people who are paying you and invited you to the show that you love this. And you've got these people and you're going to show them something that makes them want to come back. How could you not love that? That's what this is.
How often within a system did you feel like you were a puppet? And then is that feeling now gone with your first appearance fighting Calvin Tankman in Seattle?
I never really let anyone make me feel like I was a puppet per se. Because you know when you're getting involved at the highest level that you're definitely not going to be writing the show. You're definitely not going to be booking the matches. You have very little say over what's going on, and when you do have any sort of say over what you're doing and what's going on, it's quite a privilege, you know? It's something to be earned.
Right.
You know, trust is a very big thing. Loyalty is a very big thing. More on that later. But yeah, I always made sure that I had at least one hand on the wheel, whether they realized it or not. And I think to some degree everyone does that.
Yeah.
And it's not in a manipulative way, it's just in a way where it's like, I've been in the situation where I've let my hands off the wheel and somebody drove the car off the cliff. So we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
And the moment that you walked out tonight, what was the feeling?
It was nice to be remembered. It was nice to be remembered. You know, the first name changes, but the last name always remains the same. There's a big difference between how I perform when I'm performing under first names, if you know how to read between the lines. I loved being Karrion Kross. I loved it. But Carrion and Killer are very different. Right now, I need to be Killer Cross. I mean, I feel very happy. I feel relieved. I think happiness comes from embracing your authentic self and making decisions that you can be proud of, making decisions that you know that you can live with, not making decisions that you will resent yourself for. I'm in a really good place professionally, right now even better. Because right now, I can be the performer that I am positive people want me to be.
Hell yeah.
Which is really what we all want to do in this business. We want to be the performer that the people are coming to see, that version, you know?
Hell yeah.
And that's something that I figured out before I was in WWE, which is why I was called twice to come back to WWE, which is why I was offered to remain with WWE. Because they know that I know what I'm doing. And I don't mean that in a condescending manner. My whole life revolves around becoming the best performer I possibly can be for our audience, because I love this. And I don't think there's any shame in saying that.
Hell no, bro.
I absolutely love this. I don't know, like, what my life would be like with all of the wonderful things in it if I still didn't have the opportunity to perform live. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that looks like. That's how much I still love this. I thought by now, at this point in my life, after doing this for 11 years, like I would, I don't know, maybe this might be out of my system. It's a long time to do anything for 10 years. I love it more now than I did when I first got started, and I was, oh my God. You would have to lock the gym doors to the pro wrestling school in Vegas to keep me out. It's just a matter of
I love this man.
Over planning so much and going out there and being afforded the time to connect with the audience. There's no one here to stop me or stop anyone from connecting with the audience. It's a beautiful part about the Indies. You can demonstrate everything that you know how to do. There's no limitations. No one has to worry about what comes on after or what comes on before, the commercials or the sponsors or the endorsements. There's a freedom here, you know? And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. And I really am very grateful to be remembered because I worked and trained so fucking hard to demonstrate that I'm worth anything to perform outside of Las Vegas. And I remember the first time coming here to Defy, getting out of Vegas, I was so excited. And I was excited coming back here too. Truthfully, now that we're through it, and this is a me thing, but, you know, I don't know, my wife told me I was fucking crazy, but I was worried a little bit in the back of my head, like, are these people gonna remember me? You know? Like, are they gonna remember me?
Of course they're gonna remember you, bro. You're a fucking
You just go into this creative flow, and you accept whatever is gonna happen to you, good or bad, and you turn pain into art.
Hell yeah.
We have floor seats that are reserved and everything else is GA, and usually the day of the show there's a couple of floor seats available. This is the first time the floor seats sold out this far in advance, let alone in 4 days the floor sold out as soon as I announced them. And I didn't announce one match or nothing, I just announced them. And it was the highest pre-sale in the shortest amount of time that we've done. I think that's a testament to say that fans like them. My name is Kevin McDonald. I'm a professional wrestler.
Oh, that looked brutal.
Wrestling promoter, wrestling booker, and essentially every single thing else you could think of in the world of professional wrestling.
when I initially met him, I was like, you could tell he's real, like when he talks, and then you have a conversation.
He's the best motherfucker I've ever seen.
You can tell he's not BSing you, or if he's giving people advice or feedback or praise or whatever the case is, you can tell it's legit and it's not just blowing smoke up your butt. I took a liking to him right out the gate. So the thing about Cross, the reason that he has such a strong connection with the fans, the reason why the fans are saying they want Cross, the reason why fans are lining up to meet him, the reason why the social media world is all coming together and stuff, I think how real he is, I think that comes across. I think it comes across on the screen, I think it comes across when you meet him, and I think fans pick up on that, especially nowadays. A lot of fans pick up on, you know, whether someone's putting on a show or whether someone's being true and genuine and real.
So if I don't have anything to motivate me to do something, I try to rely on discipline. And when I'm burned out of discipline and motivation, I think about all of the people that have helped me get to where I am today, especially people in my family, people who aren't here anymore. And I think about if they were standing right next to me and watching me, what would I do?
Dude, he's freaking elite, bro. Like, come on now. This dude was literally given like nothing. And then he made it to something, got organically over with the crowd. Like, you don't really see that every day. This dude was pitched on main event and getting huge pops. And on top of that, he was trolling the shit out of Sami Zayn. And it was the best shit on Raw. Come on now, Crosscode, we're always up, bro. When you saw the promo that he cut, like, after Mania, you were like, oh shit. Like, dude, this guy's back. And honestly, dude, I feel like it's just so different from what we've actually seen, because I feel like we're, like, so, like, used to, like, getting, like, shit, like, shoved down our throats, where it's just like, bro, like, come on now, it's the same old thing again. And then you have a guy like him who was not even, like, on Raw, like, the majority of the whole year, literally get over organically. And like, his character is so tough. He's so freaking funny. He got it. They fucking dropped the ball, if you know what I mean. Cross is always up, bro. Shout out Killer Cross.
Yeah. You know, I'll tell you this, and I will bother you with the long overdone story. My dad worked his ass off for a trucking company, 30 years. What does he have later? He never bet on himself. So I see stories like yours, and I apply it to myself so I don't make that same mistake. You know? But yeah, I really appreciate what you guys do.
Man, that means the world to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I still need to get a copy of it. Money's tight these days, bro. Same with the shirt.
There's new toys coming. Stand by.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Heyo. Chapter 3.
You got to go balls to the wall when it comes to this business if you want to get over. If you want to stand out and you want to get over, you got to go all in or it's not going to happen. The production needs to be good. The writing needs to be good. Your creativity needs to be good. What Cross is doing with his videos, going down to his music, to his look, doing every little thing, he really puts his heart and soul into this business, into his character, and that's what makes him stand out from the thousands of people that are in this industry. My name's Bill Carr. I'm also known as Dutch from the tag team The Righteous, and I am a professional wrestler. I've always been a fan for as long as I can remember, and it's something that I always wanted to do. The childhood dream to not even be on television, but just to be a professional wrestler. As soon as I graduated high school, I joined a wrestling school and took it all from there, and I've been doing it ever since. The amount of artistry and creativity that we have, that we can show, it's different than any other type of sport or sports entertainment out there. Pro wrestling, to me, as a fan, it's something that you can just dial everything out, tune in a few hours a week, not think about anything else in your life, anything negative in your life, and this is something different that can create a positive mindset for anybody watching it. And I think the creativity aspect of it and the showmanship of it is really what grabs a lot of people's attention, and the storytelling. The storytelling for me is what pro wrestling is. Being a character is what pro wrestling is. The number one thing for me as a pro wrestler is trying to create something that hasn't been done before. And you know, what myself and Vincent are doing, I feel that we've gone in that right direction now. The moves are the easy part when it comes to wrestling. What is done in between and before and after, the selling aspect of it, the act of making people believe what you are doing is real and really getting people emotionally invested into what you're doing, and that is the in-between stuff. As a baby face, for example, getting the crap kicked out of you and drawing that sympathy, that's the art of selling. The art of selling is to get the people behind you to gain that sympathy and gain a reaction and build it up as the culmination of everything. It's just like a movie. Myself and Vincent, we love storytelling, we love the character work, and we love trying to create. And Cross has the same mindset as we do. He really, really understands this business to a T. In ring, outside the ring, with a microphone, without a microphone, everything that he does is believable. It's an ability that not many people have. Like, yes, you could do cool moves, but that really doesn't matter until you have the whole package. And Cross, to me, has that whole package. We have the same mindset when it comes to pro wrestling. We both love the characters. We both love the storytelling. Even on the independents, there's ways to do it right, and there's ways to keep getting those bookings. And that's you can build stories on the independents, which you don't really see too often anymore. Right now, what Cross is doing is building stories for each of these companies that he's going to be a part of. It's such a different aspect of it, like I said, because you don't see stories being done on the independent level. And he's taking that mindset that he had on the bigger stage and bringing it to these smaller shows. And by doing that is making these smaller shows seem like they're on the bigger stage. And Cross, like I said, has the whole package. Looks good, great wrestler, great talker, extremely creative.
Thanks.
I got along with those guys immediately. Same sense of humor. Dark. We just click, we just get along. We've all wanted to do something big together for a long time. There was a horror movie concept that I had back in 2022 that I was really interested in filming independently. It was the marriage of the character, Killer Cross, and Scarlet Bordeaux. And I never wound up getting to finish writing it, but we had produced a trailer for it. The idea was to have it wrapped in about a week and post-produced in about a week. Maybe I shouldn't tell that story. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we'll still produce it.
I'm working on a script right now for a horror film. It's going to be a feature, but it's nowhere close to even being done. So I'm still collecting the people that I really need to make it happen. The film that we did, Blue Evening, is going to be competing in the Burbank Festival on the 25th. I want to take that crew I was working with and see how they would feel changing the setting and doing like a full feature film with them. So
you gonna have that movie around here, by the way?
I don't know. It depends on if there's a festival here that wants to run with it. But we ran it in New York City, and it won Best Film. Thank God. So we were really, really, really flattered because the competition was stiff. Everyone's film in that festival was amazing. It was really, really, really amazing.
It was very Kill Bill meets The Exorcist. And now here we are. Now we have the opportunity to create something together, finally. We're there. So many people came to support me. It would feel unusual for me not to use that day and that event to help others as well. All I have been trying to do since the beginning is help where I can. There's only been a couple people who have really gone out of their way when they absolutely did not have to. I never asked to step forward and help me. I never forget that, and I try to make sure that I'm doing that for others as well. I don't need somebody to fucking tell me to do that. That's something we should all be doing.
facts.
My name is Vincent. I'm a
See,
professional
this is why I
wrestler
love
of
Cross. He's
15
a
years
good guy,
now,
man.
and it's something that I've had a passion for since I was a young child. Between that and I'm a big fan of movies and film, specifically the horror genre. With professional wrestling, I have tried to figure out how to take my passion of horror films and movies and bring it into my profession as a professional wrestler. There was always that vision that Bray Wyatt, God rest his soul, that had for myself, Dutch, and Cross as being an extension of the Wyatt Six on different brands.
Weapons was really good.
Weapons was great.
You seen Weapons yet?
Oh, I love it.
Weapons is like a throwback to the horror movies we all grew up on.
It's
When
kind of weird.
it used to be a rated R horror movie, but they would have a cast of kids because they're the most vulnerable, and everyone will always be afraid for the kids. It's easy to like dislike an adult or a teenager in a movie. You're like, yeah, fucking kill him.
Yeah.
Kill a fucking kid. He's an asshole. But like when there's like little kids running now, you're really scared for them. This movie did that.
And they did a great job too, and I always love this. Like, yeah, jump scares are great, but if you can see a scare coming from a mile away while nobody else in the scene sees it happening, like when she was asleep in the car and the woman comes out of the house with the knife.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! What the fuck's
She's
going
all
on
fucked
right
up.
Where do you see?
I will give them credit for that. There weren't many jump scares in that movie. I approve of that.
Is there a potential to see all
Jump scares are fucking cheap.
the light that we wanted to see once upon a time?
I think now that we're available and we're in this pool now all together where we can see the potential rise and then come together moment, which I think would be a fantastic moment for us and for everybody. The best part of it is, to me, is when or where and how. To me, I think it would be when is the right time to do it? What's the right build to that? You know, creating the right moment for that to actually happen would be the most important thing. But I think the vision is there. We would love to do it. And I think it's all about the timing. In wrestling, there's tons of phenomenal athletes out there. There's a lot of things out there that I could only dream of doing physically in the ring. But for me personally, and I think it goes for Cross as well, and also Dutch, and how we see the righteous, for me, the entrance is one of the biggest things for me. If the crowd is not with me on the entrance, I kind of am taken out of it, if I guess you could say. But for me, it's the production, it's the entrance, it's the presentation, it's the physical emotion of the stories we're telling in there. If you do a move, it's like, why did you do it? What's the reason for it? And where do you go after? And what's the emotion that came out of it? Where does the story go from there? So very storytelling. Same goes for the vignettes. Vignettes or promos, like this first vignette that is going to air or be put out, where does it connect to the next vignette? Where does that vignette connect to that one? Where does it go from there? How does the match happen? Why does the match happen? The backstory to everything. I just think, for me personally, it creates that emotion for the performer as well as the audience. So the audience has something to gravitate to and latch onto as far as the emotion. So to me, the emotion in between everything is what matters the most for myself.
You know, I remember when I met him for the first time, I was very intimidated. It was about 2019, I was about 19, 20 years old, and you know, he was just getting ready to, go over to NXT. He was hot in Impact at the time, and you know, he was a very intimidating guy, but the one thing about him is, as big of a guy as he is, he's a sweet guy, man, and he cares about the next generation. You know, I can tell you a story that I hold near and dear to me. When I was very unhappy where I was signed to at the time in 2021, I just felt like I was just not being treated right, the way I was talked to. I was hurt, man. I was really hurt. I was put in predicaments where I wasn't comfortable. And I remember telling Cross, and this was right around the time he returned to WWE, and he looked at me and he goes, "Do you want it that bad?" And I go, "Yeah." He told me, "Well, I'm going to help you in whatever way I can." The biggest thing in this business is when you get to a certain point, it's giving back to the next generation. And I take that and I hold that near and dear to me because I know at some point I'm going to be in that position where I'm going to have to give back to somebody to help them get to where I'm at today. And a lot of people don't know this, but in 2022 I had a private tryout with the WWE, and I got that because Cross believed in me. And Cross went right to the top and he told them, "We need this guy." And I got flown out. You know, I got there, and unfortunately, things didn't work out. You know, obviously now I'm in TNA that's working with NXT, but they knew who I was already because of what Cross did to get me in front of them the first time. And I owe Cross a lot. I think if Cross didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I am Casey Navarro. I am a professional wrestler. As a matter of fact, I am signed to TNA Wrestling right now. Without the fans, we're all nothing. And I actually have a tattoo on me that my dad told me before all my matches, and it's win the crowd, win the world. Because without the fans, you are nothing. If you don't have the support of the fans, you are nothing. I mean, look at Cross, man. The fans want him. They believe in him. And that's why, even though he's not where he was, he's still one of the most talked about people on the planet, that I aspire to be something like that. You know, I was in TNA tagging with one of the most hated people on the planet, and now I unfortunately tore my ACL, and I'm working to come back, and I want that fan support, and right now I have it. And it's guys like Killer Cross that inspire me to believe in the fans, because without them, we're completely nothing. On this level, the fans get to be closer to you. They get to interact with you. At TV, they don't really get that as much. You know, we're kind of going to the ring, doing our match, and going right to the back. You know, we're here. They get to interact with us at intermission. They get to see us before the show. They get to be up close and personal, because sometimes you can afford more. It's more affordable to get a ticket at an indie show than it is at a television show. So I feel like being at the indies here, gain more of a connection, but also at TV you have an opportunity to tell a story in a different way, for fans to connect with you in a different way, where you can't do that on the indies. So it's kind of like a 50-50. For me, you know, I had to learn from guys like Matt Cardona, you know, the internet champion, whatever. And, you know, look at guys like Tommy Invincible. You know, he uses his platform to connect with these fans because, like we said before, without these fans, we're nothing. And if we can capture millions upon millions because one video popped off or a hashtag popped off, it's just so important, man. And, you know, carrying Cross, again, you know, him doing those videos and telling his story, I feel like that was a different way for people to understand who he was when he wasn't getting that TV time. And that's so important.
Well, I suppose it's time, isn't it?
Oh shit, Moby Dick.
Normal things. Okay. Normal things.
Oh shit. What the fuck? Bro, you wild.
And I understand that not everybody's able to walk away from a pile of money. Like, I understand. Like, there's some of the guys there have broken their fucking necks, dude, and like their fathers, and they have to say yes when they do that to them. But I don't.
Dude, yeah.
I don't.
Seriously, I think about that all the time. I'm grateful I'm in the spot I'm in.
Yes.
Because there's literally, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, there's no other company that will let me do what I do.
This is what I was worried about from the beginning. Like, remember when Matt Stryker used to produce for us on the indies? He was with fucking, remember that weirdo in fucking Portland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt was there, okay? Yeah. He warned me. He goes, they're going to call you one day and you're going to go and you're going to fucking hate it. And I said, why do you think I'll hate it? I thought
guy always told me in Oregon, he's like, you're never going to.
Dick. But he warned me. He was like, you're too principle-based. You're not going to last there. And he goes, and if you wind up lasting there, I'll know you're a piece of shit. I just thought it was all sour grapes, but he was right.
I just think a lot of people need to take risk. I know you're saying the stuff with a broken neck and shit.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know, man. I just feel like you can see it when a performer just checks out.
Yep.
He's doing it for the money.
100%.
You can just see it, and it sucks because, I don't know, man. I feel like you gotta just bring the real thing because all that stuff never lasts. You know, it's just like music or anything in this world. I feel like it's gotta be the real thing because if you look like a media plant or, you know, like an industry plant, it never lasts, and it's just kind of...
People sniff it out, too.
Yeah.
They sniff it out.
It's gotta be real, man.
Yeah.
Facts.
A lot of people think that this is a great American novel, and I would agree. Some people love this book. Some people hate this book. Some people think this is a work of fiction. Some people say it's based off of true events. This is Moby Dick. Yeah. Man, you know, we just fucking, we just took fucking courses doing dirt biking. You fucking doing that out here or no?
Dude, you don't
gotta just go like, hey, is my dad there?
When I was a kid, I fucking hated this book. I was told I had to read this. I didn't get it. I didn't understand.
What?
You know? Said it was fiction. What's the book about? A whale biting a fucking guy's leg off? You know? Didn't he have it coming? He was chasing the whale. Why was he chasing the whale? I didn't get it. To me, I don't know, man. What was the point? He could have stayed on shore. I just had so many unanswered questions. What I didn't realize is that the book was over my head. As I got older, I don't know what possessed me, something just made me feel like I had to read this book again. The themes of the book, they just began to hit different. I realized it was not just a book about a guy chasing a whale. There were very interesting undertones, social commentary, statements, psychology, sociology. There was a lot of other things going on in the book. Analogies, metaphors. Really makes you think. Then I come to find out that Moby Dick is a story that was based off of the tragedy of the Essex. So is this book one big work? I don't know. What I do know is a lot of really interesting facts about this book. I could pull an Andy Kaufman and I could read you this entire book right now. But instead, I will give you a very interesting overview of a version of this story. And the reason I want to do this is because at times throughout my life, I have felt like Ahab. And other times, I have felt like Ishmael, the so-called unreliable narrator of the story, which is very interesting that he's been referred to as an unreliable narrator. Why wasn't he telling the truth? Did he tell the whole story? What purpose would there be for him to not tell the whole story? Perhaps there were consequences, ladies and gentlemen, for telling the whole story, his story. He had to hide things that happened to him through the story of others so he could protect himself, so you could read this.
Wow. That's heavy.
As I explain this story to you, I encourage you to read between the lines with me, as I am about to tell you some things that you are not going to like.
Oh.
But they are indeed not one big work.
After a divorce, you could either kind of repeat the cycle, or you can really, it forces you to become a new person.
Yep.
And then I was like, fuck. And then I was like, man, and I thought about Everest, and I was like, shit. And I started thinking about the world of wrestling and just seeing all this shit, and I was like, man, I gotta do this. Like, I gotta prove to myself, because like I said, there's no way to politic your way to the top of the summit. You'll die. You'll literally die if you try to politic your way to the top. Like, there's no helicopter that goes up that high.
Nope.
You know, so it's like with that, I was like, dude, I want to do something that I really risk my life. Because like I didn't care, because the first thing they asked me when I wanted to do Everest, I called the place, and then the first thing they said, are you okay with dying? And if you're not, don't even step foot on this mountain.
The name of the ship, the Pequod, that everybody was riding on, that was the name of a Aboriginal tribe that was slaughtered by Puritan settlers. It's a strange choice, the name of the ship. It actually gave rise to the state of Connecticut. That's a total coincidence.
Crazy.
There were 30 crew members on the ship, which is interesting because during the time of the story, there were only 30 states in the United States. And Ahab, why was he chasing the whale? Before the Industrial Revolution, not everything was revolving around gasoline. They would hunt whales, and they would use all the resources from the whales. Ahab was out there whaling, and this one whale got him. And I just thought to myself, you know, Ahab probably thought he was doing everything right in life. What was the job market like? What was he supposed to do when he grew up? He probably saw people bringing whales back to shore off the ships as a child as heroes. These are people he looked up to. This is what he wanted to do when he grew up, you know? Thought he was doing the right thing. Whale bites his leg off, gets back on the ship and wants to go get that whale. I don't necessarily think, though, that he was, obsessed with the whale itself. It was like this phantom pain that he had to live with. He lost something. That's really what he couldn't live with. He couldn't live with the idea that he was missing something. He couldn't accept what he had become. So he was trying to take it back from something that he absolutely could not take it back from, nor was he going to get it back, even if he killed the fucking whale. That's a story about a lot of people.
Yeah, it really
I would see that reoccurring obsession in my life all over the place. In different people, I'd even catch myself doing that with certain things sometimes. How far are you going to allow yourself to go? Are you going to allow yourself to self-destruct in the pursuit of this thing that is really not attainable? Are you going to gaslight yourself into believing that this thing is there that you can get that's really not? You're going to chase it right off a cliff, or chase it until it finally gets you and kills everything around you, all your relationships, takes your health. Sometimes I have felt like Ahab throughout my life. Sometimes I have felt like Ishmael throughout my life, observing and watching people become Ahab, knowing what's going to happen to them. I've read this fucking story before. I see what's going to happen. What do? Do I stay on that ship and ride it for as long as I can, hoping that we're going to successfully complete the mission, or go under with the ship? I mean, what do, right? In one version of the story, Ahab had a feeling in the month of January that something was really wrong. He had a feeling that he was outperforming his deal. Ahab thought to himself, now is the time to talk about remaining on the ship with the port commander and to discuss his loyalty in all things to the port commander. The conversation went a little too smoothly. There were some red flags, but he wanted to remain hopeful. So he thought, it's just my imagination. That's what he thought. That's what he convinced himself. But he did also think, I'm going to do my absolute best to continue outperforming the contract that I'm on. That's what Ahab was thinking. So he did. Ahab went out there and he did his best work. It seemed as though Ahab was actually going to kill the whale this time, and that's not the way they wanted the story to go. They wanted the story to remain the same. Ahab gets killed by the whale. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because you would think the port commander would want all of the resources to come in. You would think the port commander would want Ahab to bring the whale back to shore so everybody could eat.
I get where he's going.
Ahab became very concerned. So then Ahab spoke with a representative from talent relations at the port. the conversations did not go very well. Ishmael always said that contract negotiations can get messy. People can disagree on things. They can disagree on numbers and values and how much a person's worth. That's not really the end of the world. If you don't agree on a number, that's not a deal breaker at all. But both parties should be able to justify how they came to that number, to keep it fair, to preserve the principles of the conversation. I don't think the port commander or the talent relations of the port really understood that both Ahab and Ishmael were very principle-based people, nor do they even give a shit. And the money is worthless if there's no principles attached.
Facts.
And you know, Ahab and Ishmael would get periodically very angry because they would always see people playing the part of rock and roll and punk rock. It's so fucking cool to be punk rock and roll, right? For everybody to think of you that way. Unfortunately, behind closed doors, when it's time to do punk rock and roll shit, a lot of people just bend the knee. It's just a fucking costume for some people. It's not a way of life for them. It's just something they project. For both Ahab and Ishmael, this was a way of life. So they did the rock and roll thing and they walked away from a giant pile of fucking money because there was no principles attached to it. When talent relations told Ahab that the sale of his book, something they get a cut of and make a profit from, was irrelevant to the conversation in terms of determining his value, a book that's literally about a fucking kid standing at the port as a child watching them bring the whales back, growing up, going out to sea, and becoming a whaler himself. That's all he's wanted to do his whole fucking life. When you tell that kid that his story doesn't matter and you're taking money from him and you're telling him that subject is irrelevant to the conversation, there's no deal to be made. There's nothing to agree to.
Facts. That's fucking
so
bullshit,
they said
bro.
that they would rescind their offer in 24 hours. He said he wanted to keep the dialogue open, really wanted to work things out, was remaining hopeful. Ahab, naive until the very end. They rescinded the offer. Nobody contacted Ahab. Oh well. Sometimes, when somebody makes you an offer and there's red flags all over it, you should pay attention to that. Once upon a time, back in 2021, they asked Ahab to sign a contract. He asked, hey, what about my siren? They said, you sign this contract and we'll get to the siren afterwards. You know what they did? Ahab signed the contract and he went out to sea. They never signed the siren. They kept her sitting at home and they turned Ahab into a fucking asshole. So Ahab wasn't gonna fall for that again because he's fucking read the book. They already did this to him. He already fucking knew. So in this version of the story, Ahab decided to let it go. He didn't kill his whole crew. He made peace with the whale, and he took the ship back to port. That's my favorite version of Moby Dick. The one where he didn't fall for the same story twice. The one where he preserved his principles, because money is fucking worthless when it's not attached to principles. Ahab thought, I would rather make less money and preserve my principles than to agree that nothing I have done over the last 3 years means anything, and nothing I will do for the next 3 or 5 will mean anything either. My story, my life story, is not irrelevant. Pretty good fucking book.
I love this guy. It's great. Chapter 5. A real connection.
He's just real.
especially after reading his book, just like how the type of person he is. He's true to like creating a character that can kind of transcend to like everything, but still be true to himself. So that's what kind of what I really get out of him. It's like being true to himself, but also, you know, loving wrestling really deeply.
The way he's been talking to the fans more instead of having it done for him professionally, he's more in touch with his fans. He doesn't apologize for who he is.
The symbolism with the good soldier and loving something that doesn't really love you as much as you love it, it really speaks to me. I work hard for what I do, and I can empathize and relate and see how his whole journey in rediscovering himself in the indies is sort of a full circle thing with the whole soldier symbolism. So that's why I did Cross, and I'm happy to see him back.
He is someone that I idolize. He is someone that I can truly say is a hero of mine. Cross is real, but real isn't good in that world anymore. We need more guys like Cross. I idolize him because not only is he a good human being, he puts hard work in, and everyone should be like Cross, and people should take notes in other companies that we don't want Brock, we were chanting we want Cross.
Yeah. Oh, they weren't chanting we want Brock? Oh, shit. Surprised.
Fuck Brock.
I thought they were chanting, we want Kenta Kobashi, to be honest. That's what I fucking thought. But
this guy.
And, like, all these people are coming out. Like, why not bring them out?
Right.
Like, why not bring them out?
Well, maybe that was the problem. Maybe the problem is that you guys actually wanted me instead of somebody else.
They weren't right again, and we were all right.
No, you guys are fucking wrong, all right? Listen to them. You're wrong.
But, like, how happy are you here? Like,
very.
Right?
Very. Honestly, look, this is... When has this ever happened in my life before? This is fucking unbelievable. I'll never forget, like... I'm very flattered. I'm gonna kill it for you guys tonight. People showing up like this. I mean, this is everything.
Right.
Even if it was all over tomorrow, what's happened to me in the last 4 months, personally and professionally, of course, it's unbelievable.
My first opportunity to meet Cross was back in 2019 at an independent show in Wayne, New Jersey. We both looked a lot different compared to now. But he was a class act, a great guy, and I've had this shirt ever since. That was actually the first independent wrestling show I ever went to. And since then, I've been a huge fan of Cross from everywhere he's went, from the days of Impact back in 2018 and 19 to his days early in NXT, back on the independent scene here. I had the opportunity to meet him again here back in 2022. So this will be my third time meeting Cross. Him and Scarlett are both incredible people, and their documentary just spoke to me a lot. Just about going through the BS that is life and dealing with all the shit, keeping your head up, moving forward. You know, you could be a good soldier or you can step up and make an impact. I think that's what Cross and Scarlett do a great job. So always remember, Cross is going to kill you, and best of luck to both of them. Thank you for everything they've done for me.
I thought seeing you at SummerSlam, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. No, you are gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
And you are gigantic.
Thank you.
The best compliment.
Yeah.
His character is so many levels beyond levels. You can never really figure out where his mind's at or where he's going or what he's doing. It's the beauty of wrestling. He keeps you guessing, and he's an amazing in-ring performer, an amazing technical wrestler. You gotta love Cross.
We want the real person. I've watched this man break bats with his legs. I've watched him train in the desert. I personally worked with him on 3 occasions at Defy Wrestling. Every time the epitome of professionalism and humble. There's nothing else about Defy or Cross that says anything other against his character. Personally, the man's one of my top heroes.
This is crazy. Flew 1,600 miles to get over here.
Where are you from?
I'm from Mississippi, the Gulf Coast. And I came to visit my little sister, but I did not know that y'all were gonna be here the same day. So I was like, I have to come and see y'all. Look, I've been a fan since TNA days, Smoke Show, Killer Cross. And I've been drawing pictures for you guys for a long time. And I want to show y'all, maybe connect the dot or two. See if you kind of recognize them. You take a look if you want. If you remember, that was the first, yep.
Is this the first time we're meeting in person?
This is the first time. This is the first time.
You're so talented.
Thank you so much. For years.
Follow each other online.
Yes, yes. And yes, I don't.
Of course I remember these.
Okay. And then even me putting it together, I was like, it's blowing my mind. So yeah, even that one, and of course that one.
Hold it up for the camera. That's us. That's us.
Right there. That is one of my favorite ones.
I'm so excited for you guys to finally meet.
What?
Just did this. Snuck and did it at work, by the way.
Wait, you're giving me an outfit idea though.
So the concept of this is, of course, what's going on with you guys now. You returning to the Killer Cross form. That's why you can kind of see the bald hair, but you are basically like the person that's bringing out, making him remember who he is, you are the one basically facilitating this change, the pain into art concept. Like all of that is mixed in there.
I love it so much, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh no, don't throw up. Don't do it. But yeah, I just, it came to me, it's just, because like I understand like everything that y'all have been talking about. Like I've seen the documentary, of course, and honestly, all of it, it's like I know you guys without knowing you guys, so this just came to me and I just wanted to gift this to you guys.
This is, I think, my favorite that you've ever done. I gotta hold it up so people
Go
can see
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. And it's pen, it's marker.
Inspiring me as a wrestler too.
Really?
Ideas.
Oh yeah.
It's the actual.
So
Oh, of course. Yeah, this is original. This is hand drawn. So I'm giving this original to original, and then this is just a little something that came to me that just happened.
Are you giving this to us?
I'm giving this to y'all.
Oh my God.
I'm giving this to
I'm
y'all.
gonna fall down.
No, don't do it. Yeah, that's all I have for now. But when I continue doing things, we could put it in there.
Come here.
All right.
I can't believe it. It's been like 5 or 6
Yeah.
years.
Chapter 6, Through the Turnpike. Rahway, New Jersey. Richard
Holiday is a guy who, I think if you put him in the right position, he can go out there and shine. I think Richard Holiday, he knows he's talented. Richard Holiday is going to get a chance to go out there and see it, let the world see exactly what he's all about.
Hey, guy in the boardroom who has my contact info and still won't call me, go fuck yourself. That's on Richard Holiday. Oh my God. Dude, my heart is racing right now. That was invigorating. You good? You know that was a work, right? All right, good. Everybody knows that was a work.
Biggest company in the world let you go, and you had to go on YouTube just to get the buzz that you wanted. So I don't know, couldn't be me.
Trick. Work that trick.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna buy this book.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Blatant disrespect to my boy.
your main event of the evening, and it is a no disqualification match, and it is scheduled for one fall.
Oh shit.
He used to be Killer Cross. Now he's just a worse-selling author in the New York Times.
Yeah, Cross baby, let's go. Kill that motherfucker. We want Cross. We want Cross. We want Cross. Throw a shoe at
I
him.
didn't mean what I said about the book. I like the book.
Now, Richard, did you pay for that seat? I don't think you paid for that seat. Go ahead and do that, right?
shit, trash can.
Holiday trying to set him up for a pop. No, not on that ramp. Not on the ramp. No, no.
Oh.
Shades of Terry Funk with that pile driver on the outside.
Hey, Cross, I thought you were going to fucking kill me. Wait, hang on. Hang on. I think I hear the phone ringing. I think I hear the phone. Oh, is this Hunter? Hunter! Yeah, what's up right now?
Oh, the disrespect.
Yeah. No, he can hear me. Oh, what do you want me to tell him? Oh, okay. Yeah, you lowballed him an offer because you didn't want him to stick around. Don't worry, Hunter. Yeah, I'll deliver the message for you, yeah?
The disrespect from Richard Holiday.
He bumps my wife, but they don't.
Oh shit, he's gonna break his leg.
This is something you never got. Because nobody wants to hear you talk.
Oh shit. Oh shit. What's he gonna do? Oh shit, style splash. Yeah, kick out.
Your little run, this little joke with your hashtag, it ends tonight.
Oh, he missed the elbow drop.
Tried to warn him. He didn't listen. I told him he's gonna miss and he did. What the fuck, man?
Yay! Boo! Yay! Boo! Boo! Oh, double big boot. Oh, clothesline.
There's a
Elbow.
reason this man was the two-time NXT champion.
Oh shit, diamond cutter.
There's a reason why the millions of fans got behind him. Vicious shot laying that forearm in.
Back suplex.
Doomsday Saito.
Oh, taking the elbow pad off. Oh shit, bro, cheating. Ooh. Flip that trick.
Now slap him. Slap him.
Oh. Got
Get
him.
out of the way. 4 people in the ring. No.
Oh shit, he got that woman beater.
Get your damn hands
Fucking Stone Cold ass.
The Righteous have hit the ring. The Righteous earlier tonight defeated the Revolver's Chamber in an impromptu tag team match. They answered an open challenge. Vincent and Dutch clearing the Revolver's Chamber from the ring. While Ryman's still there.
Oh, Canadian Destroyer.
Scarlet with a destroyer on Ryman. Get the hell.
Oh. Oh.
That is how you do it. There you go. Cross. Cross has got him up. Cross has got Holiday.
Oh.
this ring has been about trying to create moments for people who are watching. Like once upon a time, that kid in the back saying, "I love you, Scarlett." I was a kid out in the audience once upon a time telling my favorite wrestlers I love them too.
Oh yeah.
I just came here from the other side of the country, coast to coast. I'm so glad I did. I just want to tell everybody in here, thank you for remembering who I actually am.
Killer Cross, baby. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, We Want Cross is very fucking real.
Woo! We want Cross. We want Cross. We want Cross. That's a dope shirt.
I don't really talk about this too often because I try to just close that chapter of my life, but there was a time where I got sick. I got really sick. And I had to step away from wrestling for a while. And I remember there was like a Sports Illustrated article. The article came out, and not like 2 hours later, Kevin called me. I remember exactly where I was, on what night. It was a Tuesday night. I was in the parking lot of a hibachi restaurant. I just got dinner with a friend because I was so overwhelmed by all the people that were reaching out to me. And he called me, and he sat on the phone with me for about an hour. And I don't forget things like that. Things like that go a super long way for me. It just goes to show the type of genuine character that he is and how much he cared for me. And his friendship is a true friendship. Like, there's not many people that you can say I have a legitimate friendship with in this business. Kevin's one of them. So tonight meant a lot. It came full circle.
Nice. I think he would be good in NXT. He looks like a good wrestler.
What I said to you before we went here, the very first night?
Yes.
What did I say?
Well, you told me that you love me.
Oh.
Right here in Times Square. You still feel the same?
I mean, yeah.
What an asshole.
I mean, pretty much.
Well, fuck.
Stop, bro. Come on. Say it.
I still love you and your bald ass.
Oh.
You got fucking problems, pal.
Oh. So sweet. Oh. So
With
sweet.
hair or bald, I'll always love you, dumb motherfucker.
And now I got all this fucking garbage on my mouth. What is this? Lip gloss? You got me looking like a fucking asshole.
I love you so much.
Look like an asshole.
I love you.
What can I say to people who become obsessed with the idea of proving something to others? I mean, whether it's wrestling or any sort of occupational endeavor, or it's a social thing, I mean, that's a dangerous, slippery slope to put yourself on when you're at your core motivated by proving something to others. Once the others figure that out, that that's how you operate, you're giving all your power away. Like, all of your confidence, all of your sanity, you're giving it away to subjective opinions. And they'll never give it to you. It'll become a really sick game that people use against you to court you with obedience and make you desperate. It creates desperation. It's not a good thing to do. Maybe at times I felt throughout my life like that was a partial motivation, but at my core, you can never let it be that. And I see people doing that all the time, and it's a really, really big mistake. Like, when you get involved with wrestling in the beginning, when you watch wrestling and you see it, do you say to yourself, well, I want to do this because I want to prove something to somebody? Of course not. That's crazy. You do this because you realize that you want to figure out how to do it because you think you'll love it. You do this because you think you'll be in love with it, because you're in love watching it. And that should always be the motivating core factor. You do this because you like it. Sometimes you start working for places and you're not doing this the way you know you should be. And the way you're being told to do it is not a way that you love it. That's not a good place to be. You shouldn't be trying to prove something to a community or an employer. Like, people will use that against you. I've seen it forever. It's not just in wrestling. It happens in the corporate sector. It happens in social settings in life. You can't operate from a place like that. You will unravel. You will go crazy. You'll lose your mind. You will become obedient to the leash that you are placing around your own neck, and people will dog walk you your entire life using all those things I mentioned. What is his social media? What does his social media look like? What does all that look like? Oh, today was a bad day. Today was a good day. They don't care. They're to this. They're to that. They can't do this. They can't do that. You have to shut all of that out and remember why you got involved with this and why you wanted to learn in the first place. It's because you love it. That should be where you're coming from. And you will land where you land. You will land where you're supposed to land if you allow all of this to come from that place.
My boy. I love this man, I swear to God. Man, that ending was amazing. That speech at the end was very beautiful. I fucking love it. I'm gonna wait to the credits. There might be a post-credit scene. Nice. I really gotta. I have the audio book on my phone, so I'm gonna take a listen to that when I get a chance. So, yeah. All right. So that was the Killer Part 3 documentary, My Life After WWE, aka One Big Work. Fucking loved it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Cross is amazing. Scarlett's amazing. That dude at the end of, that he was wrestling was amazing. He was an asshole, but that's his character. Did a good job. But yeah, I give that joint a super thumbs up. And I'm going to keep watching Cross. He's a motherfucking legend. Hopefully he comes to AZ sometime. If and when he does, I will be there. I'll do whatever it takes to be there, because he's also an idol to me. I look up to him. I want to be like him in more ways than one. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, y'all, so that was my reaction to the Killer documentary Part 3, My Life After WWE. If y'all like that reaction, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below on what videos I should be reacting to next. And make sure y'all stay safe and stay fresh. Rock your favorite wrestlers merch whenever you can. Shout out to Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, and the Wyatt Six. Love all them fools. R.I.P. Bray. We'll never forget you. You're a legend. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.